Hi everyone, and welcome to that new video. Today we are going to provide some more elements about functions. Functions can be used as variable. They can be used in formulas, assignment and calculation. But let's see an example. As we seen before, we can create a Fahrenheit Celsius converter. In that case, we use that paragraph with ID test, and we're going to put the data inside here. So we have a document get element by ID test inner HTML. Temperature is to Celsius. So we make a reference to that specific function to Celsius, and we put inside that parameter. So we here have return 5/9 divided by 9, and we multiply for Fahrenheit minus 32. And that's what is going to result as in that example, 25 degrees Celsius. Let's save it, change it, and we can go here and modify that information and put, I don't know, 20 to see how it's changed. It's minus 6. You can put 100, save, refresh, and say that it's 37.7 degrees Celsius. Pretty self-explanatory. We're using that function to Celsius. Then we have that parameter Fahrenheit, and then we are going to use again the parameter here to subtract the difference between the two temperature. We can also write the function on the same line, but to be honest, it's not a good idea. Even if we have a function so simple as the function we use here, you see that is not really readable. We can also expand the page. But it's not really as easy to read as is that one, even if the content of that is a lot simpler. It does look like a bit messy, to be honest. It's more nice to have that parenthesis opening the function and that closing. Here we have on the same line. It's very simple, but still it's not such easy to read, so I just advise you not to do it. By the way, the result of that specific example is the sum is 7. We can of course change it with a 4, for example, save it, and you're going to get a slightly different result. But let's go on and talk a little bit about local variable. Local variable are declared within a JavaScript function, become local to that function, so are only accessible within that function. We said it before, but let's go to see with an example what does it mean. We have these two ID, try 1, try 2, so we have some space to write some text here. We have a function myFunction, and we have a variable car name that, as you see, is inside the function. So we can use it, and this variable car name and this Ferrari. And then we have a document get element by ID. We refer to try 1, and then we have try 2. We save them. So we have variable car name Ferrari, and then we have type of car name plus car name. Quindi abbiamo myFunction, outside the function you can also do a car name, and we have function myFunction, and then we save it. So we have the definition of the type. In that case, we have type of car name, string Ferrari, and the second one is undefined. Why is not able to read? We can also do that. For example, it's going to be the same, but it's going to be always always undefined. The reason why is undefined is because is outside of the function. That was basically an example to show that in a more clear way. So starting from the beginning, we have that script. Inside of the script, we have a function that we call my function, and inside we have all that var declaration and assignment, so it becomes the string Ferrari, and then we have an indication to insert that value inside of the car name, that in that case is Ferrari. So we have type of the car name and Ferrari. That's different because that's the internal part of the function, and that is outside. So if we try to do it type of car name, what we got is just undefined. I hope that clarified that a variable is declared within a JavaScript function and is a local, and it became local to the function, so it's only accessible within that element, within that specific function. So thank you for your attention, and see you in the next video.